Hey guys, welcome back to Vanellope's Corner. So I meant to do this over a week ago, but my mom wasn't going back to work. Um, so what happened was she came home from a trip last Sunday, I think. Or maybe wait, maybe it was the Sunday before. One of those days, I think it no, I think it was last Sunday. Anyway, she came home from a trip and we spent the night together, and then we spent Monday and Tuesday, and then we spent Monday night together. Um, and oh wait, maybe she came home on Friday. Okay, I can't remember the day. Wait, no, it had to have been Friday, right? Because we spent a couple of nights together. We spent Saturday, Sunday, um, and then on Monday we had a one of those 8-hour days together. Yeah. So it was basically like an all day thing. Like we started at noon and we didn't end till about 10:30. I mean, I know that sounds like 8 hours, and it was. Yeah. I mean, I know that sounds like longer than 8 hours, and it was. But basically, we ended up going longer because we were taking breaks and stuff, and I wanted to factor that in. And maybe I should have eaten before I did this because I'm hungry. Anyway, so she came home and we spent a few nights together and we had an 8-hour day together and it was really fun. And obviously, then she had to go back to work, and so we were just doing our regular, like, Friday and Saturday night things. So yesterday, I mean, wait, no, it's never mind. It's Tuesday. So on Friday night we were hanging out and watching a bunch of TV, and that was really fun. And our plans for Saturday were because usually we go and get groceries on Saturday. So we were gonna go to the grocery store, and we were also gonna go to the Costco and a couple of other things because I needed some stuff from Costco, like I needed wipes and I needed pasta, and I was also gonna get a Costco ice cream because they have this really delicious looking soft serve ice cream, and I absolutely love soft serve. And they had like a chocolate one, but they also had a chocolate and vanilla combo, both of which looked really good. Um, so I will get to that in a minute, but I just want to explain to you some of the other things that have been happening in my life. So first of all, I got these new supplements called acidophilus, I think, and I actually got them for another reason, medical reason that I'm not going to go into, but I went into the doctor for a test of some variety, and I kind of had a panic attack on the doctor's table due to my trauma in the past. So and then she just suggested that I get these supplements to help with my problem. So I did that, and they actually, what I found on the bottle is that they said that they were for GI health. So I was very curious, and so I started taking them actually instead of my lactate just to do a little experimenting. And the first couple of days were going fine, but then on the third day I had really, really awful diarrhea. It was literally like liquid coming out of my ass, and when I wiped, it was, yeah, it was really awful. So I decided not to do that again, so I started taking my lactate again, and so far it's been good, and there's been no more incidents. So hopefully that'll continue. And I'm glad that my mom's back at work. She was home on Wednesday. She was home on Tuesday and Wednesday as well last week. Um, and I think she was home. I can't remember if she was home the rest of the week or if there was um because she said yesterday was supposedly her first day back at school with her students. I can't remember if she was at home or not, but I feel like she was at work, but maybe like not with her students. Maybe she was just doing stuff at the school. Anyway, so there was that whole thing, and then some other stuff. So yeah, her being back at work was actually really nice. I really enjoy getting to use the TV, and I'm trying to get back on a more regular schedule, in speaking of which. But yeah, so the last time I woke up was, I think, Friday. I woke up super early. I actually got her to wake me up before she left for work. So that's my plan for the foreseeable future after I'll get to that. But anyway, so that's my plan for the foreseeable future, and I'm gonna continue going to bed early and getting her to wake me up before she leaves and stuff like that. And I've actually been having a lot of cheese sandwiches at night because yeah, I've been buying like bread and cheese and Miracle Whip, and I've just been eating a lot of them. So it's like the last thing I eat, and then I'll wait a couple hours, and I'll eat it like a couple hours before I go to bed, so that my stomach is empty by the time I go to bed. So that was really good. And then, yeah. And actually, I've been getting a lot of writing done as well. Like, I have this organizational chart where I sort out all the episodes for, well, I call them episodes, they're only chapters, but, I sort out all the episodes for my book, and it's structured like a show, so you've got season whatever, episode whatever, and yeah, and then there's that, so, and, so I'm gonna write them and then post them at different times, and maybe wait a couple months in between. Like, I'm still going to be working on the writing part, but I'm just not going to be posting because, time goes by between seasons of shows. Speaking of which, the season 3 of Amphibia is dropping in less than a month. Ended up watching all of season 2 on Kiss Cartoon. It was really good. Spoiler alert, they kill off Marcy. And continuing with the spoiler alerts, I saw the intro for Amphibia. I didn't really do any more research on it or look at any more stuff because I don't want to know, but I did watch the intro for it, and it looks freaking awesome. The only thing is, they have Marcy in some kind of healing pod, which means that they're gonna circumvent her death. Hang on. Which means that they are going to circumvent her death, and that really pisses me off. Not because I don't want her to be back alive, but because I think it's a really amazing choice to kill off a character, and it really bugs me when writers can't go through with it. Like, even before the whole Life of Brian situation, which really painted that whole bringing a character back to life after you've killed them off in a bad light. But, some characters, sometimes you just need to kill off a character and have them stay dead. Like, okay, if you want to circumvent a death, a better thing to do would be maybe to say like, oh, they never found a body, and then the character is like still alive out there somewhere or something like that. But it just bugs me when they do that stuff. So yeah, it's kind of a problem. And I don't know, it just bugs me. I don't know if it's because of the whole Life of Brian situation, or, because, like I said, even before Life of Brian, it friggin' bugs me. So I don't know. I don't know what to do. But anyway, I don't know. It's just frustrating, and I wish they weren't circumventing Marcy's death. But I also found some stuff. Um, I also found some stuff about her possibly being. Hang on, I gotta
about
deal with this.
Jesus and Emma's betrothment or whatever.
Okay, I literally did not press a single button, and for some reason that happened. I don't friggin' know. I had Netflix paused, and then it started. Not only did it start up again, but it started an entirely different show than what I was watching and had it paused on. It's freaking weird. I don't understand why. Anyway, I disconnected my TV from the Netflix. For those of you that don't know, I have this thing called Chromecast that allows me to watch it. So I just inserted the Chromecast into the HDMI port. I've had this for a while now. Like, I bought it at the start of COVID, and I've had it for quite a while. So, yeah, I watch TV throughout the day, and I can enjoy all kinds of stuff, like literally anything, because I still have all my accounts open. I'm just paying for them out of my own money because I can afford to do that right now, and I'm just continuing to pay for them because there's a ton of shows on there that I really love watching. Like, I have my Disney Plus, I have my Amazon Prime, I have my Netflix. My mom's actually paying for the Netflix. I think I had told you guys this story before, but actually, what happened with Netflix was I got it like many, many years ago. I think we've had it for like over a decade now, but I got it when I was like, I don't know, maybe 16 or 17. But my Uncle Mike actually got me a free 6-month free trial because I guess my mom told him that I really enjoy movies and shows and stuff like that. So he got me like a 1 year free trial, and then after that, since me and my sister and my mom were using it so much, my mom was just like, I'm gonna keep paying for the Netflix, and you guys can use it and stuff. So it was actually pretty cool. But Yeah, so she pays for the Netflix now, which is awesome. Um, and and stuff like that. So it's really, really nice to have the Netflix and not have to worry about paying for it. And if I seem tired, it's because I'm kind of tired. I have not slept well the last couple nights. I'm actually pretty hungry, so I'm probably gonna get some food right after this. But in the meantime, uh, I just wanted to let you guys know that stuff. So, um, yeah, and so I spent a lot of time with my mom, and she was gonna go on a trip this weekend, but she's not gonna go now. And I can't really think of anything else to say because I can never remember all the stuff I wanted to say when I'm on video, so I'm sure I'll think of it later and then I'll do I'll do another vlog like tomorrow or the next day or something, but maybe I'll just write that stuff down and then I'll do another vlog like tomorrow or something. But in the meantime, I should probably tell you guys why I'm in this sling. Let me see if I can actually lean back enough in order to do this. Ooh, okay. Yeah, well, kinda. Okay, so I broke my arm, and this is the reason for this is the reason for a lot of the stuff that I just said. For example, not being able to sleep well. First of all, so we were going to the Costco, like I said, on Saturday, and I ended up falling in the parking lot. Like, not in the parking lot, but on the concrete when we were on our way in. It wasn't even in the parking lot. It was like there's like a concrete part in front of the store. So we were going in and then I fell there and I started screaming and crying immediately because it hurt really, really bad. And like a bunch of people rushed over and I kept screaming at my mom to call 911, but of course she wasn't listening. And luckily this guy came over who was like an ENT in training or something like that. I don't know, one of those. Something to do with medical stuff. So he had his medical thing. And then he worked at the Costco, but then he basically said to my mom, "Okay, we should call 911. This is obviously a big problem." And she listened to him, but she should have been listening to me because I'm the one screaming on the ground in pain, but we'll get to that in a second. But so I was rushed to the emergency room as fast as we could, considering how difficult it was for me to do various things given the nature of my injury. So I was like, at this point, I was like 100% sure that I broke my damn arm. And yeah, spoiler alert, I did. I broke my freaking arm. But wait, there's more. So So on top of breaking my arm, we got to the emergency room and they took some x-rays. It was really, really hard to get my arm up onto the x-ray thing and it hurt a lot. So, yeah, it was pretty bad. But they took some x-rays and then we went over to see what the results were and it really freaked me out because the bone in like the joint of my lower arm was actually disconnected and pointing out like this way, like forward, as opposed to, the joint in my upper arm. It was a fracture and a dislocation. So they ended up having to put me under anesthesia and pop the thing back in. So, like, so that was where most of my pain was coming from, the fracture, because it was a really bad, like, dislocation. There was also a break for sure, but they were way more worried about the dislocation, and so they ended up putting me under anesthesia and they popped it back into place, and I woke up like remembering nothing, I and everything, the pain was significantly decreased. I mean, it still friggin' hurt because it was a broken arm, but damn, it, it was better. But it was definitely a lot better than what it had been before. And I was a lot more calmer and not panicky anymore because the whole time, like before, because the whole time I I was in the parking lot and then we were on the way to the hospital and we were getting the x-rays done, and basically up until I woke up from surgery I was like screaming and crying and panicking all sorts of stuff because I kept freaking out that my arm hurt so much, and it was really bad. It was really, really bad. Like, yeah, so the pain was really fucking intense, and yeah, no wonder it hurts so much. And I had a very serious conversation with my mom on the way home as well about like listening to me because what if that EMT hadn't shown up? And what if, my what if I'd just been there screaming and crying in pain for a longer period of time? This was a medical emergency. This was a big like problem. This was really serious and, you know, minutes can make the difference between a medical emergency becoming like a bigger medical emergency, if you know what I'm saying. Like, so sleeping on my arm is really hard. They prescribed me this pain medication. It's called Tylenol 3. I think the actual name is like codeine or something. But anyway, prescribed me some painkillers, which have actually really been helping a lot. It makes a difference. I mean, it still hurts no matter what, but it definitely makes a difference. And, I've had a hell of a time sleeping. Like, between Saturday night and Monday morning, I probably got like 7 hours of sleep total. But last night I took a melatonin, and that actually really helped me sleep better and the process and stuff. So I actually got some really good sleep, and I ended up going to bed around 10:30, so I slept for like 12 hours at least, maybe 13. And we've also had to fix my sling a million times until my mom came up with the solution. And now we have like these little clips on here to keep it in place because it kept moving around and stuff. So it's really frustrating. And we couldn't keep it in one place, and my sling kept falling. And when my sling falls, my arm falls down, and it really friggin' hurts. And the first time was actually on Saturday night in the middle of the night, and I had to wake my mom up at like 3 a.m. And like, yeah. And so, the reason why mom can't go on her trip is because of this situation right here. As well, I have more surgery on Saturday, so my even if my mom wanted to go on a trip, she now cannot because um the doctor they had on call for the surgery. I'm still going later today to see the doctor and ask some more questions and figure some stuff out. But the main problem is the guy they had for the surgery today, who was gonna do my surgery in the first place. He specializes in like legs and stuff, and they wanted to get someone who was specialized in arms. So yes, I have to have more surgery on my arm in case you were wondering. They want to put a metal plate and some other stuff. I can't remember everything they said exactly, but I do remember the metal plate and stuff. So yeah, and they also said that after the surgery, I would choose whether I wanted to keep the metal plate in or not. And I'm probably like after my arm's healed up and stuff, so I'm probably just gonna keep it in because if I mean unless the complications are too high and I want to get it out, but like if it's not bad and everything's fine, then I see no reason in cutting me open and doing more surgery when they might as well just leave it in and not have more surgeries with more possible complications. Like, unless the complications for having the metal plate in my arm are like worse than having the complications for surgery. Also, just being part robot sounds freaking awesome. But in all seriousness, this was really bad and it continues to be a really serious problem. So, and I'm gonna figure out like about the support and stuff. I don't know, just this whole thing makes me really nervous and freaked out. So, and so my mom's gonna be home in several hours. She said she's gonna be home around 3:30, and I think my thing is at like 4. So my plan is to get home, and uh, my plan is to wait till my mom gets home. I'm gonna go pee, and then we're gonna go, and I'm gonna ask them my questions. Hopefully, get some answers. Hopefully, maybe even get some support. Um, and get this whole thing figured out because I'm really friggin' tired. And I was hoping the surgery would be today because honestly, I just want to get it over with. Like, I'm not as freaked out going under anesthesia this time because the last time I was there on Saturday to go under anesthesia and stuff, but they were so nice and so sweet, and everyone was so good to me. Like, they reassured me in every way possible before the surgery and stuff like that. Like, they're really amazing. So I definitely recommend Southlake. Um, Funny story, I'm actually have a therapy appointment on Thursday, so I'm getting more Tim Hortons, and uh I'm getting some Smile cookies, and my mom informed me that this year the Smile cookies are going towards or the profits from the Smile cookies are going towards Southlake, so I think that's really cool since I literally have just been there and will be there again on the weekend to get my more surgery. So, and the fracture clinic is like part of South Lake, like it's attached. So, yeah, so there's that, and that's about it. I mean, that's all I can think of to talk about right now, but I'm sure I'm gonna think of more stuff, and I'm sure I'll be back in a day or two to make another vlog, but I'm basically just making this vlog to tell you guys that I broke my friggin' arm and all the problems that are coming along with that. So, and anyway, in the meantime, I'm sure I'm gonna be fine, so don't worry about me. I'll let you guys know like how the surgery goes and stuff. And in the meantime, I love each and every one of you guys. Please don't forget to always be yourself. Vanellope signing out.